The Texas sun is already beating down as Week 1 continues in Houston, where clear skies and a sizzling 95-degree noon kickoff welcome fans to Rice Stadium. Rice opens the 2026 season looking to take the next step after a 5-8 campaign a year ago, with the Owls hoping to secure their first winning season since 2014. They'll be led by one of the American Conference's top defenders in preseason second-team All-American Conference senior linebacker Jesus Machado Jr., while senior running back Quentin Jackson gives the offense an experienced playmaker to lean on. Across the field, FCS Midwest, a.k.a. Houston Christian, comes in eager to play spoiler against its in-state foe. It's the first game of a new season, a chance to build momentum from the opening snap, and for Rice, an opportunity to begin turning years of frustration into progress. FCS Midwest / Houston Christian and Rice are ready to kick it off, coming up next.
Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Thunderbirds and the Rice Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with Coach Abell before the game. He is thrilled to be back at his alma mater. All of the things that make this place so special, he is so familiar with. And he knows that he can bring this place to a better than a top 25 finish. He understands that they were good last year, but that was not enough. He is ready to take this team to the top here at home. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous... The Thunderbirds kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense to go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Brown will throw it. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the option. He'll pitch it. Maybe some room here. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. After run, now throw. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. On the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Thunderbirds offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And it's the Thunderbirds will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Jackson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Maybe a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quarterback running on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Across the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls!
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Option look, it's Jackson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds some fresh air. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Keeps it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The Thunderbirds kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it's the Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they're able to make the tackle. The Thunderbirds are in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And we're even here in the first.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Back to pass. Got his man. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Powers through the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run.
Here's a little room there. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. The Owls look to keep this drive humming. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Brown wants to pass. It's complete and tackled there by the defense. Now on second down. On the option. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Keeps it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And it's the Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Jackson gonna throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They booted away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Pulls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. Finding some room. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Rides the option. He keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a man on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Dorsett. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. He'll try to get to the marker himself. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And it's the Thunderbirds will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Jackson will throw. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Thunderbirds pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete to the right. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the line quickly, they'll spike it to save some time. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri State looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Back now to your game inside Rice Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that.
Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Got it looking for a first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Thunderbirds go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The option look. Keeps it on first down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Could be an alley.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain its first down rights. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the counter play. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught, and he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Owls! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Thunderbirds will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the 1st. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. The inside handoff. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defender. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Short gain on the play before he slides. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now on the option. He'll keep it again on the option. There's a crease. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play. They might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Now on the move. Touchdown, Rice! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. From the gun, running back gets to give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. The 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick 6. Here's the pressure. Right on the money. Turning it on. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. There's some room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And it's the Thunderbirds kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just keeps moving. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He'll do it himself. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Here comes the offense on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the option, to the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He'll do it himself. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Running the option, it's Brown. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Picked off. What a play to set him up. All the way back. Touchdown, Rice.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. And you know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. The 20. He's at the all the way. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the option. Running to Green. Picks up the first down. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Owls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Jackson will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Takes it in.
This game is on drugs.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Trying the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Under fire. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And it's the Thunderbirds will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Thunderbirds are moving quickly down the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Dorsett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And it's good enough for a first down.
The option, the keeper. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Inside the 15. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
So Rice gets the win in the shootout over FCS Midwest / Houston Christian, 55-27. Look at that, 6 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone. Taking a quick look at the team stats since we only have 3 minutes here to go over the game. Rice had the edge in first downs, 27-21. Total offense, 516 to 410. Rushing yards, 437 to 156. Passing yards, FCS Midwest had the edge, 254 to only 79 for Rice. Rice was not interested in throwing the ball today. Third down conversion percentage, FCS Midwest actually had the edge, 43% to 33%. FCS Midwest had 2 turnovers, a fumble lost, and an interception. Rice just had an interception. Time of possession battle was won by Rice by about 7.5 minutes. Let's take a look at the player stats real quick. For Rice, Ja'Cory Brown finishes 9 of 12 for 79 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. FCS, let's just stick to Rice's stats since we only have a certain amount of time here and the FCS players are fake. Ja'Cory Brown led the team in rushing, 22 carries for 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Quentin Jackson had 5 carries only for 118 yards and a touchdown. He had that long 78-yard touchdown. Then DeAndre Hardiman Jr. had 12 carries for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. So all sorts of success running the ball for Rice. Leading receiver for Rice, I guess we'll give it to Davis Lane, 3 catches for 37 yards. Leading blocker was Nate Bledsoe with 10 pancakes. Defensive leaders, Davion Hook led the team in total tackles with 15. 3 different guys had 2 tackles for loss to tie for the team lead. Joseph Mutombo had 2 sacks to lead the team, and Austin Hartnell had the only interception for Rice. Looking at the kicking stats, Enoch Goda made both of his field goal attempts with a long of 39, and he was 7 of 7 on extra point attempts. Punting, Charlie Durkin had 2 punts for an average of only 38.5 yards per punt. That's like the worst average I've seen in this game for punts. Kick returns for Rice, Aaron Agbar had 3 returns for an average of 16 yards per return, and Davis Lane had 1 return for 21 yards. And then punt returns, Aaron Agbar had 2 returns for an average of 13 yards per return. The scoring summary is crazy. We're not going to get into it. You can pause it if you want to look at it. All sorts of touchdowns in this game. But let's get back to the hub to get the headline of the game. Rice ends up winning 55-27 over FCS Midwest / Houston Christian. So many points scored in this game. Headline for the game says, home field advantage, that Rice Owls are now 1-0 after defeating FCS Midwest at Rice Stadium. Highlighted players are Austin Hartnell and Donnell Creighton. You can see Rice is the higher rated team. And it gets a lot harder for Rice next week as they travel to South Bend to take on the 3rd-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Good luck to the Rice Owls in that one. Our next game coming your way should be UTEP at number 10, Oklahoma. But from Houston, Texas, the Rice Owls get the big win over FCS Midwest / Houston Christian 55-27, and we will see you next time.